So one thing you've noticed already about Python is there are no data types for declaring variables. If I want a variable, I don't have to declare it in advance. I can just use it. So here I'll assign 5 to A and print it. And then I'll reassign the word hello to A and I'll print it. And it didn't complain at all because values have data types. 5 is an int and hello is a string. But you can assign whatever data types you want to variables and you can reassign them. If you ever need to figure out what type of data is inside a variable, you can use the function type to do that. So if I say type A, it says str for string. But then if I assign 5 to A and I say type A, now it says int. And in this way, you can discover other data types if you experiment. So A equals 3.3, type of A is float. One gotcha is you might expect Boolean to look like this, but here it says name error, name true is not defined, because in Python, true and false are capitalized. So you see that it highlighted in blue when I capitalized the T, and if I say type A, now it says bool for Boolean. If you ever want to clear your console here, you can type clear. There's another gotcha for displaying variables. So let's assign a number to A, and then let's print A is my num. In Java, this would work. But here it says unsupported operands type plus. So what it's saying here is you can't add together a string and a number. So there's a way of casting in Python. If I want to turn A into a string, I can use the function str to do that. So now this will display properly. 5 is my num because I've taken the int and turned it into a string. You can cast to other data types as well. So if I had 5 plus 5, that's going to give me an error because I can't add the string and the int. But if I say int 5 plus 5, now it says 10 because it's cast this string integer 5 to an actual integer. One nice feature of Python is something called a formatted string. So in the example above where I converted my number into a string in order to be able to add them together, let's reassign 5 to A. So a formatted string, you have the lowercase letter f followed by 2 quotes. And in that case, you can have text, and then inside your text, if you have an opening and closing curly brace, you can put a Python expression that will evaluate in there. So for example, I could have A, and then is my number. And there it says text 5 is my number, because this is evaluated as 5. You can put more complicated expressions there as well. So I could say, for example, A times 10 plus 3. And so now it's performed this mathematical expression. This is not unique to print statements. This expression right here you can have just basically on the command line. So formatted message equals f, my var is, A, like that. And that does the same thing. And then I could print formatted message, and it would be the same thing.